Ever thought you had a tough time babysitting? Imagine coming home after 3 years away at sea, only to be handed the full-time job of looking after 3 wildly energetic children. And in a windmill, no less.
Brush your teeth?
Can you start it? I did. Me too.
All you did was to eat the toothpaste.
That's exactly what happens in the delightfully chaotic 1955 British comedy Raising a Riot.
How many sausages can you eat?
110.
A film that combines post-war British charm, slapstick family antics, and a very confused Royal Navy officer. This one's a hidden gem that still holds up surprisingly well.
Hey, wait a minute, you're covered in jam. Look at me, look at me, look at me. Go on.
Hi everyone! Today, we're stepping back in time to explore Raising a Riot, a light-hearted comedy that became a box office success in the mid-50s and starred one of Britain's most beloved actors, Kenneth Moore.
What? Stop for a dog in this? No, sir.
Whether you're into classic cinema, British comedies, or just love a good old fish-out-of-water story, this one's worth a closer look.
Children, I've got a lovely surprise for you. You're all coming down to Grampy's place by the sea with Daddy.
Let's dive into the Windmill mayhem. So, what's the setup? Commander Tony Kent, played by Kenneth Moore, returns home from duty in the Royal Navy expecting a little peace and quiet. But instead, he's immediately thrown into the deep end when his wife Mary, played by Sheila Fraser, has to travel to Canada.
Something for you. It's to look after you while I'm away.
What's he called?
Mr. Joy.
Suddenly, Kent is in charge of their 3 children. Precocious Peter,
All correct, sir?
spirited Anne,
Sweet little snorter.
and the adorably chaotic Fusty.
I'm sure I'm going to get something now.
The kids, ranging in age from 5 to 11, have their own ideas about discipline, order, and how to turn a house upside down.
Thank you very much indeed.
And the house in question? It's not quite the relaxing country escape Tony imagined. It turns out to be a windmill.
What do you do with the rest of the superstructure? Ignore it.
Not the ideal place to impose military discipline, though he certainly tries.
Quick! Left, right, left.
Now, let's talk about Kenneth Moore for a second.
Yes, darling.
May I have one of these?
Well, it's only 10 o'clock.
At the time, he was riding high on a wave of popularity, thanks to hits like Genevieve and Doctor in the House.
Thank you. Drop for Dumby.
His affable screen presence, that easygoing charm with just a touch of befuddlement, made him perfect for roles like this.
Oh, good morning. I'm afraid this is no good to me.
Well, isn't that great? Because it isn't for you, it's for Grampy.
In Raising a Riot, he brings all of that and more, delivering a performance that's both funny and surprisingly relatable.
You enjoying yourself up there, old son? Look out, Peter! Peter! Come down at once!
It's that contrast between the Navy man's strict order and the children's whirlwind energy that fuels the movie's comedy.
Let's get out of here. Back to HMS Grampy. Now come on, you dreadful brew. Gather all the picnic things up.
And it is funny.
I knew I got something.
Then there's The Americans Next Door. Lionel Merton plays Harry, the boisterous patriarch of the neighbouring family.
About Junior.
Justice is being done.
But it isn't. Junior started it.
The culture clash between the 2 households leads to some of the film's most memorable scenes.
Mrs. Campbell.
Daddy? Look, Dad, I'm Commando too.
On their very first day at the local school, Peter and Anne get into a fight with the American children,
In the next war, there won't even be any navies. I bet they jolly well will.
and a children's party ends in chaos, with a massive food fight complete with water pistols filled with colourful fruit juice.
He was supposed to be home at 6 o'clock. I have to come and fetch him, and this is what I find.
The children are also worth spotlighting. Mandy Miller, who plays Anne Kent, was already a recognisable child star in Britain by then. She'd starred in Mandy, the poignant drama about a deaf girl, and here she shows off her comedic timing with flair.
Are you writing your book?
No, to Mummy.
My darling fish face.
Never mind that bit.
Gary Billings plays young Peter,
That's treason. You'll jolly well walk the plank.
while Fusty Bentine, yes, real-life daughter of the Goon Show's Michael Bentine, steals nearly every scene she's in.
Daddy, aren't dogs a nuisance?
They certainly are, darling.
She brings just the right amount of mischief and innocence to the screen, with moments that feel remarkably unscripted in the best way.
I do.
And, of course, there's the rest of the cast. Ronald Squire plays the lovable Grampy, adding a touch of old-school eccentricity.
Is there a bathroom?
There's a room with a bar.
Olga Lindo, as Aunt Maud, is the no-nonsense counterbalance.
What is all that noise?
Only a party.
And look out for Nora Nicholson as the ever-disapproving Miss Pettigrew.
Don't argue.
The modern school requires the child to argue.
Even Michael Bentine himself makes a memorable appearance as an eccentric professor.
He's got my bone. I'm terribly sorry, old boy. The bone belongs to my pterodactyl. I'm assembling it.
The setting itself is practically a character. Though much of it was shot in studio, the exterior scenes were filmed in the lush English countryside. And the Windmill? That was a real one, filmed in Sussex. The rustic charm of the location adds a grounding effect.
Can you tell me where Seaview is? Why, that's it there.
We live in a windmill!
And there's something inherently comedic about trying to parent 3 unruly kids inside a structure designed to harness wind power.
Yard. Outhouses. Where the bedrooms, then? Upstairs, of course.
What makes Raising a Riot special isn't just its comedy, it's the gentle, affectionate tone that underpins everything.
Wasn't quite my fault.
No, of course not. You told the naughty green paint not to play with you.
But it did.
The film never talks down to its audience or treats the children as mere props. There's a real sense of heart here, of a man reconnecting with his kids, discovering what it means to be a father beyond providing and protecting.
In order to save time, let's cut out the daddy yes part, all right?
I see.
At the box office, the film was a solid success. It was the 8th most popular movie at the UK box office in 1955, making a healthy profit.
What's he done? Too weak. You haven't brushed Fitzroy lately?
Right behind some heavy hitters like the Dam Busters. That's no small feat, especially in a post-war Britain still defining its cinematic voice between austerity dramas and emerging comedies.
I do apologise.
Being a schoolmistress, I'm quite used to these little monkey tricks.
Critics were generally warm toward it too, praising Kenneth Moore's performance and the film's wholesome humour. It might not have been groundbreaking cinema, but it was, without question, enjoyable.
1, 2, all right?
As the 1950s rolled on, British comedies would grow increasingly sophisticated, or increasingly madcap.
Party's getting gay.
But Raising a Riot stands out because it's neither cynical nor overly polished.
You stay there, Fusty, because I've got to go and look for Fitzroy.
It's earnest. It's about family and parenting, and the awkward hilarity of trying to impose order on chaos.
Wonderful to see you. Daddy's been awfully good, but
And it holds up remarkably well today. Sure, some of the dialogue and setups feel rooted in their era, but the core dynamic, an overwhelmed parent, children with limitless energy, and the comic contrast between responsibility and imagination is timeless. Watch it with your own kids, or just for a nostalgia trip, and you'll probably find yourself smiling the whole way through.
Special duties for the day. Think up some healthy exercise for your men. I'm going ashore.
Aye, sir.
Carry on.
So, if you're ever in the mood for a 1950s British comedy with heart, hijinks, and just enough chaos to keep you guessing what's going to fall over next, Raising a Riot is a great pick. Plus, where else can you watch Kenneth Moore try to discipline children using naval commands inside a windmill? Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this look back at Raising a Riot, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment about your favourite classic British comedy. Until next time.
Stay curious, stay classic.
Wizard stew, Dad. Yes, wizard.
Not bad for tin.
Why, on the tin?